Hey family, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video for your hobby or your career goals. As an educator who likes to refer to himself as a sharer, my goal is to give my way to success. I'm gonna give my way to success. And if you know me, you know that my two life mantras are, what I know, you know. My goal is to have one impact. If I can help someone, my living is not in vain. So I've decided to base the entire educational side of my brand purely on a donation system. Yes, a donation system. And as a person who loves to share, I never want to have to make teaser videos where I give away some of the information in order to sell the rest of the information just to try to make a living like this. Okay, so let's take it from the top and put it all together. So we've got and so for that last chord, you want to check out the full tutorial on my site for only $19.95. Seriously. So to cater to the type of person that I am, I'd rather just give all the information away and base the entire system on a donation. This way I can focus on just pouring out the information to you with no hesitation. So here's how it works. To help me to sustain the process of making these videos, which requires hours of production, recording, and editing time, and to help me to sustain my living while doing it, I'm asking that you make a donation every, say, 3 to 5 videos, or every video if you like, in one of a couple ways. Now, the one that would mean the most to me is probably the easiest for you to do, and that is to donate 99 cents. Yes, 99 cents for each video where you learn something new or where it helps you in your process. The way that you can do that is by downloading one of my songs from one of my two sites, either my personal site with my original music or my performance track site that features hundreds and hundreds of instrumentals and backing tracks. This way, it's something easy to afford and I get a chance to have a home in your music library. The other options are via my Patreon account or by PayPal or Cash App. And you can donate as little or as much as you want, as often as you want. Again, I know it might seem crazy, but I'm convinced that for me, this is the way to go. Because of the fact that I'm releasing and will continue to release daily videos giving away as much information as possible. Education, expertise, or just crazy ideas for what they're worth. And if not, at least share the video with as many people as possible to spread the information. That would help my overall goal as well. So again, thanks so much for watching the video. Subscribe and hit the notifications button so you can make sure you see the daily videos that I release. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hello, family. Once again, we are back in the shed for what I am looking forward to being an exciting session. We're on day 6 of Misty. And what that means is the way that I go through, wait a minute here, getting my live stream started. The way that I like to go through songs is to take the song and transpose the song into different keys, because I feel like that's the #1 skill that allows you to be versatile on your instrument as a musician. It is being able to play everything that you can play in one key in every other key as well. I think it's the fastest way to getting really good, because you develop a huge vocabulary because of the fact that you are taking the chords and making them work exponentially by studying their different positions and variations through different keys. So we'll go into that topic in a deeper discussion in the future, but for right now, my point in saying that is to say that today we're in our second set of 3 keys. We're at the end of the second set of 3 keys. I like to do 3 keys for 3 days. So we practice a song in 3 keys over 3 days. And then after that, we switch it, go to another 3 keys for another 3 days, and so forth and so on until we get through 12 days and to get through all 12 keys. So with that, we are practicing Misty. And this is in the key of G flat, G, and A flat. And if you've never watched this show before, this is an interactive practice show. So the goal is for me to be an accountability partner and for us to shed together. When I warm up, I'll be comping. There'll be times when I comp and I'll switch from comping to taking a solo. And for a lot of people, having an accountability partner to work through things is what really helps them to stay on track. So that's the goal of this show. Thank you for watching, and we're getting ready to kick into gear. So this is Misty, and we're taking it in a bit of a hip-hop kind of flair. So we'll kick it off. I'll be playing piano along with the drums. You can solo on top, practice your scales, practice scatting if you're a singer. And even if you're not a singer and you're just watching this show out of pure entertainment, same thing, sing along. This is the jazz standard Misty, so here we go. In the key of G flat. Melody or practice soloing. Drop me a line, let me know if you can hear the audio pretty clearly if you're watching live. Thank you, Tanya, for watching. How are you doing today? Hope you had a great Saturday. I'll take a solo here. voicing now, and I'm gonna go back to comping again. So this means if you're a musician or a vocalist, this means you're jumping back on top. You're practicing your ideas, your scales, melody even. Tanya says, I'm good, just winding down for the night. So you're hanging out with me, I appreciate it. Gotta get my live stream back. Usually I would take a solo there, but I'll give you one more round as I work on loosening up a little bit more and just enjoying the chords. So here at the top, I'll take a solo. I'm going to switch the Rhodes. I'm going to switch to the Rhodes piano and give it back to you to take a solo on top. Thanks, Clifton, for hanging out, bro. How you doing, man? solo here. Alright, so now we're going to the next key. So now we're going to take it up a half step to G major, and I'm going to go back to piano. And bass players also, you can jump in here. Thanks Dwight Steele for hanging out. Audio good. Thank you, Tanya. Okay, so we're going to G major, taking it back from the top. I'm going to jump back to just comping, providing the accompaniment. Practice soloing on top. Alright, I got you, kitty. My cat just told me she wants to get out. I got you. Y'all see her walking down here by my legs. Diminished sound happening on that, on the one chord. Don't forget, if you're watching this and you've never seen this before, everything that I'm playing is going to be available in the YouTube video of this right after this video. And it's going to show everything that I'm playing down at the bottom. comments I put up on my timeline where you can't rehearse that recovering from a mistake. Because I couldn't tell you all what I did. If I had to play it back, I have to go back and listen to the video and study it. Kind of on some autopilot. And that's what I like about this kind of practice. I get a chance to be on autopilot in a very free way. I don't have to worry about consequences because I'm not at a gig. So I can just kind of explore. And then I uncover some things that are kind of at the deeper places of my creativity. And I take those things to gigs. And then I just pull from everything that my brain just dumped out. It's something I learned from the Effortless Mastery course. That's Kenny Warner, the author Kenny Warner. All right, I got you, Kenny. Cat is telling me she wants to leave before the next round. Hey, girlie. I got you. I want the people to see you. All right, everybody. This is Autumn. I know y'all can't see her well, but I'm going to take her on out. She's telling me she wants out. All right, so now I'm actually going to switch to, I don't know, did I do this without the bass yet? I think we did. Yeah, I went back to the bass. So now I'm going to switch to Rhodes, and I'm going to go back to comping again. And so from here, you take it, and you're going to jump back on the top. So now we're at the end. So musicians, for you all that just heard that, the Facebook ping notification bell is a G natural. Thank you, Tanya. Good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully the music was a part of being able to wind down. Alright, so I'll take a solo here. there's a pattern I want to do on that B half diminished, but I can't get it out because I can't see it. Something I need to go back to. Like I know the pattern, but I can't see it fast enough. Key to go. Yeah, I'm kind of fired up now. Hey Tanya, hey Dwight, hey Coco, thanks for hanging out. I'm kind of fired up now. Now I am like, that's one thing I love about this kind of practice, because it's like my mentor always would say, when you go take your chords and take your songs and take them through different keys, you get a chance to see old friends in new places. And this is what I was saying earlier, to expand a little bit more on it. What you get a chance to see are, notes and chords and patterns that you've used in other places in other songs. You get to see them in this song, but you also get to see them paired up with different chords and in a different rhythm. And so it's like superimposing the knowledge that you already have. And so you can benefit from this no matter what you do, whether you're an instrumentalist, whether you're a vocalist. Like, you can benefit from doing this. Just practicing a song in different keys and just taking it up, modulating. It opens up your ears. Like, it's almost like it develops different parts of your brain. But you develop so many connections, though, between each chord. You develop these new connections that you didn't think about before, because they're put in different scenarios. And when you practice like this, you have to respond to those scenarios, but your practice space gives you a safe place to respond to those scenarios without, losing any money or sacrificing any opportunities. See, so I can do stuff like that. I can say, okay, here's an A flat major chord, and I'm just making up the voicing. I never thought about it this way before. And on top of this, I realized I could play and it's wild because it's almost like I'm not even going to use the A flat for the rest of the run. It doesn't even, it works, but I probably would do this more so. But consider it an A flat major. So yeah, I'm talking theory, and like in this chord, I got the A flat on the bottom, and I'm kind of forming an A flat major 6/9 chord. For those that don't know music theory, 6/9 is a common term in music, and it doesn't quite mean what you think it might mean. But the funny thing is, it does actually, because it's a beautiful sound. Like, this is the sound of A flat major 6/9. Without the D. So anyway, but here's a little idea. I just put this scale on top. And I really could skip this E flat and just do. For musicians that know theory, it's basically like a B flat pentatonic scale over A flat major. It's a B flat major pentatonic scale. So just something to use over an A flat chord. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. So now we are playing Misty in A flat major. Thanks Karen for joining me, Karen Berry. We're doing Misty in A flat major, sing along, play along, and I'm going to provide the chords. Here we go. Thanks Chris Parker for hanging out. This is our last day of these three keys, so I really want to get it in and just kind of get it, we want to get it all the way down in us, because then we're going to switch keys and open ourselves up to some new colors in the next shed. Here's that chord. There. So I'll take a solo here. That licks so bad. Y'all give me 1 second, I just gotta work this out. Okay, so from here on. For some reason I cannot see this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, anyway, that's a block chord idea. We'll go back over that. I'll put that in a future lesson there. So after this, I'm going to put on the bass, and I'm going to go back to comping. So here we go, 3, 4, you jump back on top, sing that melody. I'll take a solo here. Mike Johnson says, Maestro, we have to get together to do a session. Let me know, bro. Alright, so now I'm going to go to Rhodes. And I'm going to go back to comping again. Sorry, I'm supposed to be just comping, but I couldn't help getting that out. Sorry for stepping on your toes if you are practicing your licks there. I'm gonna go one more round with comping. Just practice some Rhodes kind of ideas. You get to be real percussive with our Rhodes. Hey Sarcia, thanks for hanging out. That lick I was just practicing. So I'll take one here. One more for the road. Hey, what's going on, Pharaoh? And Jarius, thanks for hanging out. right, y'all. That's it for today. I always enjoy these kind of sessions, you know. Again, for me, transposing a tune through multiple keys, it's I swear, like the way that I'm into psychology and the way that I study it, I've been thinking about it for some years, and now I realize I'm more on than ever. For the musical brain, it teaches you more when you take one song and transfer it into multiple keys than if you take many songs. I mean, they both have a lot of benefits, but it kind of goes deeper when it comes to this because, you know, this kind of groove and these kind of chords I'll play in this same structure in another song. So, you know, you all know how, like, if I think it's like the equation where if you saved a penny a day and you kept adding on another penny the next day and you save that, something crazy, like at the end of 1 year, you have like $1 million or something like that. It's because of that exponential effect. That's what I feel happens when you practice a song and your main focus is working it in different keys and taking some time in those different keys. Of course, you can't, you know, musicians, you can't prepare for a gig this way because you have to prepare a number of different songs for one set list. But this kind of practice, you should make a separate practice. That's why I made it my shed. Make it a separate practice where there's no time limits or constraints on it. It's not like you got to prepare to perform this. This is just for your musical growth. And that is a really good idea that I learned kind of on my own, but then I also had it, I guess you could say, reconfirmed by Kenny Warner's book, Effortless Mastery, where he talked about how to get a lot by giving yourself a little bit of information and just continuing to put that information in. And so that's what this is. So that's it for this evening, or whatever time it is for you. So this is In the Shed, an interactive practice show. We practice Misty today in 3 keys, G flat, G, and A flat. This was the last of these 3 keys. And so in the next show tomorrow, we'll be doing A, B flat, and B major. So that's going to be fun, working these chords and these sounds and those keys. And if you want to have the charts that I'm using, just look at the info in the description or the comment section of this video. And if you want to help to support me to make more videos like this and like the other content you see, look for that info in the description and comment section as well. So until next time, peace and stay in the shed. Take care.